Welcome to a Wayne County Bicentennial Minute in celebration of Wayne County, New York's unique history, which spans 200 years and is historic to the core. The Money Diggers of North Rose, narrated by Bruce Farrington. Money diggers believed invisible spirits guided them through a medium to the location of chests of gold and precious stones buried in their area. They assembled at night to silently dig for the treasure. If a single word was spoken before it was found, the treasure would disappear, and evil spirits would rise against all those present. This happened in a number of areas, predominantly in the northeastern United States, in the early 1800s. One such occurrence was in the hamlet of North Rose, New York. We pick up the story from two different books, Landmarks of Wayne County and History of Wayne County, New York. A peculiar event transpired in Rose in the Stewart neighborhood. A number of people in this part of the county worked themselves into the delusion that money chests of gold and precious stones lay buried beneath the surface in this town, to which they were guided by invisible spirits through a medium. On several farms northeast of Rose Valley, they assembled at night and silently dug for the treasure. A single word spoken before it was found was fatal. The treasure would disappear and the evil spirits would rise against them. In this way, the delusion was fed and kept ablaze by those interested, who were always sure to break the silence when the deluded would run frightened away. On one occasion, a kettle was previously buried, and when struck with a spade, an exclamation caused the treasure in it to vanish. To these ignorant men, this supplied the most absolute proof, and the effects of this foolish delusion are still visible in many places by partially filled excavations, where they labored with a zeal and energy worth a better cause. There is probably no locality in the world that has not had its superstitions, with the glare of science and education only partially dispels. The interpreter of the money diggers, as they were called, pretended to see the money chest or hidden treasures through a large peculiar stone which he always retained with him. He held it to his eyes and claimed the power to see through it into the earth. Several visionary citizens of this town, with more strangers who came here regularly, united in their mystic meetings previous to all their diggings. As an inducement to persons predisposed to the marvelous, it was related that the son of a certain minister, then living in town, who was 18 years of age and of good habits, saw one evening in his father's granary, which was lighted up by supernatural light, an image in the form of a little child. Then again it appeared in his bedchamber, and when addressed by the young man, replied that it was from the court of glory, and had come to reveal to him the hidden treasures of the earth, and that if he would pray for the span of 7 days, it would appear the next time in the form of a beautiful young lady. In due time, the beautiful young lady appeared and made the promised revelation. The circle was formed, one of the number was made captain, and the digging commenced. Night after night was passed in the hard labor under the particular direction of the invisible spirit. Circles were carefully marked out around the pit to keep the devil out. The money, or a portion of it, was to be used for charitable purposes and to alleviate the suffering of humanity. But after many fruitless attempts and much disappointment, the captain, becoming incredulous and losing confidence in the invisible guide through the interpreter, denounced the beautiful spirit as being the devil. On September 27, 2019, a William G. Pomeroy Foundation Legends and Lore roadside marker was placed on Lasher Road near the intersection of Galen Road, very near where these events transpired, to commemorate this story and allow the town of Rose to take its place among the great legends. Today we have grown much too sophisticated to be taken in by such bunk, except perhaps for that nice Nigerian prince offering a share of a huge investment opportunity or a fortune they can't get out of the country without your help.
We're in the money, we're in the money. We've got a lot of what it takes to get along. We're in the money, the sky is sunny. Oh man, depression, you are through, you done us wrong. Oh, we never see headline about red line today. And when we see the landlord, we can look that guy right in the eye. Oh, we're in the money, come on, my honey.